Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Happy holidays, happy new year. We are back in 2022 bringing you all some more magic content. All you wonderful people out there. I hope you've been having a great time. We're back playing some more Magic the Gathering. I mean, it's a bit of an older game, but we're happy to be here. We got the Battle of the Stompies here. We have Cees on the left. He's playing Moon Stompy, starting us off with a Trinisphere. We have Alwin on the right playing Karn Stompy. Now, you're gonna have to bear with me here. These are not that well-known decks. So I'm gonna try my best here. And we're gonna figure out what's happening here together. I'm pretty sure that was a Max Opal and a City of Traders playing that Trinisphere. Not sure what was exiled for the... it's not a, did I say Max Opal? I meant Chrome Mox, of course. We have a Chalice on one being played by Cees here. Remembering to tap the Chrome Mox because of his own Trinisphere. Alwin having a bit of a slow start thanks to that Trinisphere. So yeah, I hope you've all been doing well. This game was long overdue, but it is here. I'm really interested in seeing what two Stompy decks can do to each other. Well, one of them can play Mages of the Moon. That's a pretty good thing to be playing. That is definitely gonna help. Well, Alwin right now isn't playing any Ancient Tombs or any City of Traders anyway, so that Moon getting some value, but nothing really relevant at this point. Well, that Inventor's Fair is not gonna do anything. That's a bit sad. That Grim Monolith is not going to be affected by the Mages of the Moon here. And yeah, so the complete slug that this match is most likely going to be begins. This is a terrific way to start off 2022. Just both players not able to do much of anything, and then we start beating with the Mages of the Moon. I mean, who am I kidding? I love this shit. I am here for this. This is magic as Garfield intended. I am here for it. Chalice on 3. Good God. Alwin, what the hell? Oh, that's incredible. I love that. I think Alwin might be scared of like a Rebel Master or a Legion War Boss, something like that. Oh, that's terrific art for a Rebel Master, by the way. But yeah, Cees has win conditions that are not at 3 mana. Like, also playing Karn. Sure! Absolutely, why not? Is that gonna get rid of the Chalice? Maybe Cees doesn't even care about the Chalice, actually. Yeah, no, he doesn't care. It's going straight for the Wishboard. Let's see what we got there. I saw Liquid Metal Coating in there somewhere. I think I saw Torpor Orb. That's not gonna be relevant here. We are going to see Liquid Metal Coating. Echo mana coating, of course, 2 mana. Turns a card into an artifact, and then you start stone raining your opponent with Karn. For those of you who don't know, liquid mana coating turns a land into an artifact, and then the plus on Karn the Great Creator turns that land into a creature with power and toughness, Zippo. And it dies. So that is potentially going to be very dangerous. Nice mountain coming out for Alwin here. A walking ballista for 2 is gonna at least be able to block the Magus, I guess? Kill the Magus, I guess? Karn is a bit scary, though. Like, Karn with a liquid meta coating just waiting to happen? Yeah, that's kind of scary. Chandra, Torch of Defiance coming down. That is also potentially very scary. Mostly scary though because, well, Cees is actually doing things here, and, well, I don't want to say Alwin is doing nothing because he is playing cards. But I mean, that is pretty much the extent of what is happening here. Cards are being played. Also worth mentioning, the Walking Ballista is not able to actually ping anything right now thanks to the Karn from Cees here. Cees being a very Dutch name, I'm thinking what would be the English version of Cees, and like the first thing that comes to mind is like Chase. And when you're talking Magic and you're talking Chase, you're usually talking about Stryfo. So I'm just gonna keep calling him Cees because that is his name. So I'm gonna call him his name. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, that Trinisphere is now a 3/3 creature. Decides not to attack with it though. Because Trinisphere, thanks to the old school wording, would actually lose its effect. This needs to be untapped. That being said, it looks like Alwin sees the writing on the wall. There's nothing happening here. And decides, you know what? Let's try this one again. Alright, game 2 we have Alwin going to 6 with Cees keeping 7. Now, normally I look at these players, their sideboards, and think of something profound to say, but A, I don't have deck lists, and B, they're both playing Karn the Great Creator. So I suggest we just acknowledge the fact that it exists and just move on from there, shall we? So we have Caracas coming down from Alwin again. An Ancient Tomb and a Chromax exiling Simian Spirit Guide for Cees here. No, not 81. Okay. Going to 18. Gonna start us off with another Trinisphere. Having a serious case of deja vu here. That is not an Inventosphere though. That is a Vesuva. Is gonna copy the Ancient Tomb. Interesting. Vesuva. Huh. Fascinating. Normally when you see Vesuva, somebody's playing Modern or... No, that's not true. In Legacy, you see Vesuva in like a Cloud Post deck, so it's not entirely out of left field, but it's unexpected. That's for sure. It is unexpected. I'm not against it though. I dig it. I dig it. We have a Chalice on 1 coming down for Case here. No clue what a Chalice on 1 actually does though. Because they're both Stompy decks, so I would assume there's not a lot of 1-drops in either player's decks. The one card I just saw in Alwin's hand is Ugin. Ugin is definitely a card I would expect in a Stompy deck. Another Vesuva, again copying Ancient Tomb. Gonna tap for a Grim Monolith. Looks like we are getting the Ugin next turn. For those of you wondering, it's not the big Ugin, it's not original Ugin. The new one, the Ineffable. Which, just Ugin the Ineffable is just a fantastic card for any kind of colorless deck. Like, I love the thing. It's a value engine. It reduces mana cost. It's like an Eye of Ugin that works for all colorless cards. Like, that's just fantastic. It's just great stuff right there. 6 mana. Probably gonna play Ugin here. Probably gonna get rid of the Magus of the Moon. Maybe not, actually. I could see a world where he just decides to leave the Magus and just start putting Ugin up. Yeah, Ugin just going up. Oh, that's great. So Alwin actually has a Chinese Ugin. Not Chinese. Japanese alternate art. And he printed out a translation. Okay, but then he puts the translation over the original card, and now I'm like, what's the point of the Japanese art then? If you're gonna do that. Alwin, why you do this to me, man? Why? I am so offended by this. Good God. Oh Lord, no. Yeah, no, Alwin, that doesn't work. Trinisphere still says you need to pay 3 for that. So normally if you have Ugin the Ineffable on the field, Grim Monolith is just straight up 0 mana. It's pretty busted. But no, Trinisphere still says that if you haven't paid mana, if you pay less than 3 mana, you still gotta pay 3 mana. So, yeah. The sooner Alwin gets rid of that Trinisphere, the better. Then again, what kind of ways does a deck like that have to get rid of a Trinisphere, though? That's a hell of a question. Like, we got 4 mana Chandra coming down? Yeah. Thinking of what Chandra is going to do here. Just reading Ugin to be sure. Could kill the spirit, but that would give the card to Alwin for potentially 2 damage on Ugin. It's not ideal. But that does look what is happening here. So Alwin picks up the exiled card. And then Ugin goes to 3. Now Cees would love to have something better to answer the Ugin, because Ugin is just gonna make another 2-2. And that's a +1, by the way. That is a +1. That Ugin has the potential to just run away with the game at this point. Assuming Cees doesn't answer it. Cascading Cataracts for Alwin. I feel like that means he's playing Golos. Like that's what that means, right? I think that is what that means, yes. I couldn't think of another reason why he would have that particular card in his deck. He's gonna plus Ugin again. Didn't quite catch what the card was he put under it. 4 mana. Karn the Great Creator. Now Alwin is the one attacking Cees' mana base. Most likely gonna plus the Chromox, looks like. Yeah. And now... now Alwin is actually incentivized to keep the Makers of the Moon alive. Wow, what a weird-ass game. What a weird-ass game. And of course, if Karn lives long enough, we start seeing the liquid metal coating combo that we saw from Cees in game 1. There is, of course, also always the potential for Alwin to just play... God, what is it called? I haven't seen that combo in so long. Mycosynth Lattice. And just completely lock Cees out of the game here. Cees using Chandra for mana here, sounds like. 4 mana. Chalice on 2. Is it not gonna get caught by the liquid metal coating, it seems? Which, on the one hand, is a very heads-up play. On the other hand, if that is your most immediate concern, I think you're in trouble, good sir. There's the Mycosynth Lattice. And then 4 mana lock you out of the game. So yeah, very impressive game 2 for Alwin here. 4 mana, of course, because of Ugin the Ineffable. It's 6 mana normally, but it gets a discount. So yeah, going to game 2. No, not game 2, game 3. We just played game 2. Both players on a mulligan to 6. Cees starting us off with a mountain go. Let's see. That's a pretty slow start. We'll have to see what happens next. Alwin starting us off with a Stone Coil Serpent. A pretty good card when you have a bunch of mana. It's actually a vintage staple. Let me pull it up. Stone Coil Serpent. It has reach, trample, protection from multicolored spells, which is unfortunately not relevant here. And it enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. Where X is the mana spent to cast it. And of course, in Vintage, when you have access to a land that taps for 3 mana, so Stone Coil Serpent is a fantastic card, because on turn 2 you just drop an 8/8, and yeah, good luck with that. Okay, he's playing another mountain and passing. That's not a good sign, but he was already on mulligan 6. I think he didn't want to go to 5. Alwin, on the other hand, looks like he is very comfortable keeping his 6. As we see Karn wishing for a liquid metal coating here, and Cees needs to start doing something, because next turn his lands are donezo. And pause. A good sign. We have City of Traders. And Chandra, okay. That is a good thing to have here. Absolutely. It's going to get rid of the Stone Coil Serpent. Also is going to be able to make some mana to fight through the onslaught of land destruction that is about to unfold here. Sorcerer Spyglass. Forget everything I just said. Chandra is not going to be making mana. We have second Chandra, Trinisphere, and... yeah, no clue. I think that is Fiery Confluence? Oh, right, that is Blood Moon. Right, that's the invocation. Honestly, people love calling the invocation cards Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Honestly, I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh cards over the invocations, personally. If you love them, like, all the more power to you. I don't like them. I am not a fan. They interfere with card clarity. And for me, that is the ultimate sin, pretty much. Like, the moment you sacrifice clarity for aesthetics, you lost me. Looks like the liquid metal coating is going to start taking care of lands. It decides to take the City of Traders. There was potentially an argument for taking the mountains first, because then you make him get rid of the City of Traders, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst. At the end of the day, I think Alwin is so far ahead right now that it doesn't really matter what he targets. Yeah, Cees is just unable to do anything at this point, and I think that is going to be this match for Alwin. Karn Stompy overtaking Moon Stompy as the new Stompy deck. I mean, not after one game, but in this match, Karn Stompy beats Karn plus Red Stompy. Definitely.